In this video, I'm going to show you an exercise called reverse presses in the static back position. To start off, lay down on the floor and place your legs up over a chair or a block so that your knee joints are at 90 degrees and your hip joints are at 90 degrees. So what that means is that your lower legs are going to be parallel with the floor and your thigh bone is going to be perpendicular to the floor. Your feet should just be totally relaxed. Now what you're going to want to do to start off is place your elbow joints in the floor so that your elbows come directly out from your shoulders, and then line your wrist up so that your wrist is directly on top of your elbow on each side. And I do recommend that you visually look and actually check that to make sure that your elbow comes directly out from your shoulder and that your wrist is directly on top of your elbow. Make a light fist with each hand. And to begin the exercise, gently press your shoulder blades together in the back, hold it for a count of 1, and then slowly release for a count of 1, 1,000. Press, hold, and release for a count of 1, 1,000. That's the reverse presses. A couple of mistakes to avoid. Don't hold tension through your stomach or your lower back. Make sure that you don't lift your chest in order to try to get your shoulders back. This exercise is actually very small. The motion is very small with the shoulder blades coming together in the back. And a lot of times I see people trying to lift the chest in order to try to get those shoulders to come back and together and down. And that's going to defeat the purpose of the exercise. So just to reiterate, keep the stomach relaxed, keep the low back relaxed, keep the low back just settled into the floor. So there really should be nothing that you're doing here. And the motion is actually very small with the shoulder blades coming together in the back, holding it for a count of 1, and then slowly releasing. So what's actually happening, if you think about both of my hands being your scapula or your shoulder blades in the back of your body, what we're doing when we say press, it's bringing those shoulder blades together. When we say hold, it's holding it for a count of 1, and when we say release, the shoulder blades are moving apart. So between those two shoulder blades, there's a muscle called the rhomboids. The rhomboids, when that muscle contracts, it causes the shoulder blades to come together. As you're holding, you're isometrically holding that contraction, and then as you're releasing, you're allowing the rhomboids to relax or to lengthen again. So we do really want to emphasize each phase of that contraction. The press, hold, release. So let's break that down and review it again. Elbows in the floor, elbows going directly out from the shoulders, wrist joints directly above the elbows, and light fists. We're totally relaxed through the stomach and the lower back. Press, hold, release. Again, the pressing motion as the shoulder blades come together, the rhomboids contract, hold. We're holding isometrically in the center with the shoulder blades together and the rhomboids isometrically contracted. Release. We're allowing the shoulder blades to spread apart again, and the rhomboids are lengthening or relaxing. Now let's go over a couple more of the finer points to the reverse presses. So first, just master the basics of everything I went over. Now, here's something to add in. As you're pressing or as you're bringing those shoulder blades together, you should be also gently moving the shoulders back against the floor. And you should also be gently sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Now, like I said, if you haven't mastered the basics yet, don't really worry too much about these other things. But if you are getting that press, hold, release, if you're getting it down, if you're able to keep the low back, the stomach relaxed, you also want to be kind of factoring in these other things, which are, again, the shoulders are actually gently moving back towards the floor as your shoulder blades are coming together. And at the same time, you want to try to be sliding the shoulder blades down your back. So again, just to bring that all together, shoulder blades are coming together. You're also concurrently sliding them down the back. Shoulders are coming back against the floor. Hold it, all of that for a count of 1, and then slowly release. That's the static back reverse presses. You'll want to do this in sets of 10. 3 sets of 10 makes 30 total. And really for the best outcome with how many things there are to think about and to keep track of, do 10 reps and then stop, take a little break. You could even reset with your palms up for a few seconds. and then bring everything back. And before you begin your second set of 10, visually check. Make sure that you're in the right position. Do your second set of 10, relax, reset, and you're going to go like that, working all the way up to 3 sets of 10 reps. Once you're done with static back reverse presses, you should just feel more relaxed through the shoulders. You should feel more open through the shoulders and the chest area. And as you relax your arms against the floor, you should actually feel like more of your shoulders, more of the backside of your shoulder, meaning your shoulder blades and even the back portion of the shoulder joint itself. You should experience all of that just being a little bit more back or settled against the floor, which is going to contribute to, once you stand up or get up out of this position, this will lead to naturally having the shoulders kind of being back in a better position due to the strengthening work that we did with this exercise to encourage the shoulders to come back and to strengthen those muscles along the back side of the body, which at the same time helped to lengthen through the front side, through the chest area. So again, that's the static back reverse presses. I hope this video was useful. Even though this exercise is simple, I can't emphasize enough how it is actually quite complex and challenging. There's lots of things to be thinking about at once. So if you have any questions about this exercise in general or anything that I went over, please post them to the comments below and hit the like button on this video. I would really appreciate it. That would really help me out. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to get more updates and more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.